I didn't wish to look like a fool on camera, so I wore this. I visited. It's actually very exhausting, but I visited the chief of police wearing this on a hot summer day in the middle of August. Yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best. It's not the best presentation possible, but it was a hot day. I was wearing like a large shirt, uh, and then I visited the man on the third floor slightly before that, and things were astonishing. So it was in May 2019. I tried to speak with. I tried to retrieve my items. I was delighted that all of my efforts has led to something, and my efforts involved my efforts involved the Austrian embassy. What I am going to do in Austria, it's running small projects, probably throughout the world, in terms of complex energy systems and environmental sustainability. I wrote a lot in the past. I'm always facing a case of unlawful criminal restraint, or people do not hand over my property. It started in February 2017 when I tried to go to Germany, when where I knew few people there, or I knew two or three person there who are originally from that town, and just like that, I simply couldn't go, and I had different opportunities, all of them in Germany, unfortunately, but I had all of those opportunities, and up to this day, uh, I have been extremely clear into all of my writings, and even like to probably like to an Italian, it's it's a very simple case or task, as I explain everything thoroughly by writings. In few instances, they were saying that his document is in his position, and that comes from the prosecutor where there are embassies around here in this city. I have tried repeatedly to retrieve my documents and other vital things, and if you could believe me, I am still using the money from my time in Sweden, meaning I still have few money left. It has been almost 3 years. If I didn't have the luggage or the baggage from Sweden, probably I would have been like in the street, or like without house, or without the ability to travel and make payments, and without the ability to pay for electricity, food, and other things. And I'm just relying on females were like university students with me and their family, as well as the few acquaintances that I have with my family. Unfortunately, in 2017 and 2018, as it could be said by my writing, I mentioned 87 and 94. 87 and 94. My writings, and there's the third person, and that third person is a balancing. Probably an honest judge will not convict him in most of the cases, and a good judge if he's against me, a 78 if he comes against me, he will probably if charges comes to him against me, he will probably have to pay some sort of legal compensation. Nobody actually wish to be in that position, uh, and things were like in 2018, where there was like hiding of acquaintances, female acquaintances coming like from my family side, both of them, meaning like they were taking family, taking my friends to the to other cousins from the male side and from my mother's side, and they corrected their behavior in October 2018, and it has been like a horrible situation that I have been facing in Sweden. And when I entered, they committed additional crimes, and they maintained their crazy behavior. Crazy behavior veut dire un comportement de malade mental. Et c'était vraiment, c'est vraiment, comment dire ça? It's extremely disheartening, the entire situation. And I build my energy and environmental work based on the logical work, uh, based on logic and good brain structure. And when I came back in 2017, it was a complete disparity. You could see the craziness coming from the family, and it lasted until March 2019. It was craziness, it was hiding of acquaintances, and that came from the former city. And when I detail it clearly in my first complaint that I lodged at this court in here, I explain the matter fully. Sweden was at the level of the United Nations Security Council, and I wrote to the Munich Security Conference. It's a case that should be treated in a very tough manner and in a very strict manner, because I was in this location during 2018. I'm probably the only person who could say out loud that I still have a fresh memory of the year 2018 and 2017. It required probably the intervention of the defense minister, or the intervention of 2018. It required the intervention of friends that I share with the work. It required the intervention of all of my old friends, meaning of my childhood friends, because I saw the treatment, how they treated me, uh, based on the hypothesis that I knew nobody in the entire country. I saw how, it's like a foreigner to the country, I have clearly seen their behavior, and it amounted, and it has been undescribable. It was like public hysteria, utter craziness, and yeah, when I said and when I had to say about the events, they should forward a lot of things to the Nuremberg Code or something like that, or something similar as that. Then, when I mentioned the guy from the Italian Navy came in 2000, I met him in December 2018, and yeah, and in August 2018, my sibling came, the family of my siblings from the Arab Gulf countries came in here, and things were just slightly adjusted. I don't know what has happened on August 1st, 2018. The faces of everyone was like, and I can see how dangerous these individuals are, and in many instances, the young children the young children around here require the intervention of people to stop the madness. Require the intervention of people who are uh, very high in very high positions, because you notice that stealing money from a child means a lot of things. And I structured my legal writings as an engineer, and as an engineer, I did like very detailed engineering, like a boundary layer and stuff like that. And I have to say that the events of 2017 never stopped, and the Swedish psychology has been that they will never feel sorrow, or they will never feel the need to apologize, and this is the mistake. So Italy bypass from this country. I'm the same person as in 2017, October 2017, and October 2018, and in October 2019. October 2017, I had with me the Danish airport, the CFR. I was somehow, I had like a big brain, and at last, the last person was ICIC Fraunhofer, and that's as a president someone names Eckhammer. He makes like he is a good he builds mechanical structures. He's not civil engineer, but he builds mechanical structures, cars and other things, and he specializes in materials. And it's because of the economical value that the tensions around here lowered. And in August 2018, It was like, oh my God, it was in August 2018. Uh, Nobody can really describe what has happened in terms of everything, specifically in August 2018. And it was the very, very, very first time for me to enter a police station. Can you believe that? I waited until like summer of 2018 to actually go speak with a cop, and I told him that, and I told him I never insulted the lady from Austria, which is the wife of the former Austrian chancellor. This is a very big problem, and I had to speak with the green uniform, with the embassy, then with the police. Then I returned again, and I kept on explaining myself. At that period of time, from 2018, from July 2018 until September 2018, no one can really describe what has been going on. There has been like a lot of lies, and the countries which were aware of the situation were Switzerland, because I wrote to the OHCHR, and I wrote to the Australian Commissioner to London, and to the Canadian Commissioner to London, the High Commissioner to Canada in London. And I do have to say the fearful situation that I had to face, meaning that I still had my it was uh, we don't know if it was like a mafia, or it was like Guadalajara, or it was Mexico City, or it was somehow it was like an El Salvador or something like that. Things were completely chaotic, and locally, even I wrote to all of those institutions. I still have my own battle to conduct against racists who frame individuals to be like member of state aggression. Actually, I'm completely detached from that. The first person that can attest to that is Canada, Austria, now Austria, Norway, and other places. Why? No, we were like I simply was like heavily involved in developing engineering projects in a certain area of the world that alleviate people from poverty. That's all of it. Meaning like providing a safe way to energy. And I mentioned the three other people which has been involved with that. It's work which has started in 2013 and has seen his end in 2017, when I wrote in September 16, 2017, to Richard Haas, which is the CFR president. And there are all of those places, and it's Guadalajara, yes, in, I don't know the name. I say that because they had like a big, in a certain time, they had like a mega disaster. And people who are here are looking, because I remember the people that I had like a big climate change project, and Yes, it's not a laughing matter. It's like people who were not here in 2018. There has been like shots being fired. There has been like it was completely chaotic. What I can say, the mosque in here was not built yet. It opened in May 2018, and yeah,